you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today at the Sunshine for the Soul community. We are so happy to have you here today. And today I am doing a Twin Flame collective reading for the Blue Ridge Tarot playlist. And I have a new format I'm doing, kind of a 10 card spread. My son Damon taught me how to do this a few weekends ago. I was in my parents' area and I wanted to use that today. So the very first card pulled is the basic situation or energy between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I shuffled, and the first card that I drew for this basic situation is the World. Interesting. Major Arcana. So the World card, number 21, it is feminine energy, earth element, ruling planet is Saturn, and the World card is the final card in the Major Arcana. It's one of the most positive and abundantly rich cards in the tarot, and it symbolizes a fresh start and a new beginning. So our basic situation or energy between the divine masculine and the divine feminine is that they are looking forward to a fresh start and a new beginning. How exciting. I'm going to do a clarifier for each card pulled. I'm using the Light Seers deck to clarify. I hope that's not too loud in your ear. Alright, so we've got a fresh start and a new beginning, and that seems to be going around with all the other Twin Flame collective reads, with this full moon and eclipse coming on May 5th. We're also in retrograde right now. We're going into full moon in Scorpio. A lot of changes, a lot of big energy going on right now. So to clarify the World card, let's see what we got here, guys. And nice. The Sun card popped out, and the Sun is the masculine energy to the moon. And the Sun brings illumination, it brings joy, expansion, brings light to a subject. Very cool, very cool. Alright, so we're starting out good here. This is looking good for the Twin Flame Collective. Alright, the card in the second position is... So in the second card position that crosses your basic situation is the influences that are hindering or furthering the basic situation. The situation of a fresh start, a new beginning, bringing joy and happiness into a connection. And the Rider-Waite card that I pulled today, crossing, is the Temperance in reverse. So this is our third card pulled, and all three of them so far have been Major Arcana. The World, the Sun, and now the Temperance in reverse. You know, Temperance in reverse is like the Sun. It's masculine energy. It's ruled by Sagittarius. And the Temperance in the reverse is the card invites you to consider what aspects of your life may be out of balance. What actions to you are feeling too fast, maybe too impulsive. Sometimes it's best to dip a toe in before you dive into the water. So what's hindering or furthering this new beginning, this happiness and this joy coming, is that maybe before coming into union, this card is asking us to double check and see if there's anything out of balance in our personal lives, any anxiety, worries or fear that we haven't addressed within us that we could possibly bring into this union. Kind of cute how it says better to dip a toe before you dive in, which means that a union doesn't have to be massive amounts of time and intertwining your lives. Union can simply mean opening up the lines of communication and slowly building step by step a friendship, trust, understanding. Doesn't have to be an all or nothing when it comes to building a relationship with someone. So dipping your toe in is healthy. So let's get a clarifier on this Temperance card in reverse and see what we have. So I think that wouldn't be a hindrance. I think it would be a a furthering of the situation to, be self-aware enough to look at our lives and see if there's anything in there that we could be working on as we prepare for a divine connection or a divine union. All right, clarifying temperance is the Seven of Swords in reverse. To clarify, it is sometimes referred to as the runner in the twin flame connection. Swords are about communication and thoughts. It's an air element. So upright, we have, could be lying, stealing, cheating, sneaky behavior, someone with an agenda, someone being strategic. But in the reverse, it could be a need for perspective and honesty. It could mean secrets. It could mean the divine masculine may want to apologize for some deception in the past. And that kind of comes along the lines of, temperance, anything out of imbalance in any aspects of your life, meaning there's an imbalance. An imbalance maybe to having to be humble and apologize for some conflict or some indecisiveness. It seems to me like it is in the energy or spirit with both of these cards is whatever was in the past, kind of making things right. I was just thinking this deception, and I just saw 1818, doesn't have to necessarily be something other than the deception could have been not letting you know how they felt about you. Hiding their true feelings. If a person is out of balance and they're not able to express themselves emotionally, well then hiding and not being authentic about how they truly feel about a person is deception. So yeah, it seems like getting past that and understanding that is where, a person was at that time, and that we all evolve and we learn from those lessons. None of us are perfect by any means, and every day something else is shown to us that we can be working on. Healing doesn't end. It is a continual process in our lives, because as we have more experience, we learn lessons and we have healing to do. So let's move on to the third card in this spread. All right, so the number 3 position, I pulled 2 cards, one for the divine masculine and one for the divine feminine. And this is the energy of what is in the conscious thought about this situation. And in the divine masculine's conscious thoughts, I pulled the 2 of Swords, Libra energy, air element. It was in the reverse. So we know that the 2 of Swords are about communication and thoughts. And in reverse, it's an energy of indecision or confusion. Someone sitting in the energy maybe of intentionally not making a decision because they don't want to have to look at for something for what it is, and kind of remove that blinder, maybe in a little bit of denial about something. So this is the conscious thoughts of the divine masculine. The basic energy is a fresh start and a new beginning, hindered by possibly a little bit of imbalance and having to step forward and for each party to make apologies. Those are difficult conversations to have. You don't know which way they're going to go. But in the divine masculine's conscious thoughts, he's been sitting in the energy of indecision and confusion, and possibly in a little bit of denial of maybe their role that they played in this. Possibly. And let's check out for the divine feminine. In her conscious thoughts, we have another major arcana. The Emperor upright is usually the rainmaker. He makes things happen. He's the divine masculine, the businessman. He holds power. He takes action and calculated risk. He employs strategic and analytical thinking. He's accomplished and confident. All right, so the divine feminine's thoughts about this current situation is the Emperor in the reverse, which means an energy of indecision and seeing a lack of stability, feeling or being on like shaky ground, not knowing what's going on. So the divine masculine's conscious thoughts is kind of indecision and confusion, and the divine feminine's conscious thoughts is indecision, because she doesn't see lack of stability, she doesn't see sustainable results moving forward, and just feels like the whole thing has been on shaky ground. That's some honest energy there. So in the fourth position, once again, I pulled 2 cards, one for the divine masculine and one for the divine feminine, and this is the unconscious thoughts of these twin flames. The unconscious thoughts meaning what's in their higher selves, what's in the 5D. And for the divine masculine, a major arcana, but in the reverse, is the star card. All right, the star card, number 17. It's Aquarius energy. It's after something has radically changed. You're stepping onto a path of fulfillment and happiness with the starlight to guide you. This is a wish fulfillment, and the star only comes after a tower. So that means somewhere in this connection there has been a tower. I just saw 1111, but this star card in reverse in the Rider-Waite deck is in the unconscious thoughts in the 5D. There's a feeling of loss, an abandonment of hope. So in the 5D, maybe this divine masculine is not feeling the connection. This is disconnection. This is a loss, abandonment of hope. And that's in the unconscious thoughts. So we have, for the divine feminine, again, it's still 1111, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I've noticed and can actually have journaled during different times of the twin flame journey, having the universe or asking the universe to actually block the energetic connection from my twin because of the energy feeling so powerful and bombarding me and like losing focus on things I have to do. So that star in reverse is maybe the divine masculine is feeling that disconnection, and whether or not it is the divine feminine, refocusing on herself, which is what they tell us to do, to go inner, not to focus on the twin flame connection, or this is the divine feminine, intentionally reverting her energy onto other projects. Again, a loss of feeling the connection on the 5D level could be instigated by the universe or by each of the twin flames. So the Queen of Swords in reverse, swords are about communication. Again, air energy. The Queen of Swords normally seeks the truth. She's an excellent communicator. She has unbiased decision-making skills. The Queen of Swords is very independent and honest, quick-witted. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So the unconscious thoughts in the 5D going on with the divine feminine is that she seems a little closed off towards the divine masculine, which is why maybe the divine masculine is not feeling her energy. Maybe she's being a little emotional about the situation. Maybe she's a little bit aloof, just what can I do about this situation? So those are the unconscious I can't talk today. These are the unconscious thoughts of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Oh, that is retrograde for you. I'm telling you, every reader out there right now is choking on their words, having problems with their throat chakra. So let's move on to the number 5 card position. So this is very interesting. The Queen of Cups, water element. The cups are about your emotions and your relationships. And this is a Queen of Cups upright. So we have 2 queens out now. And the Queen of Cups, if you look at the Rider-Waite card, she's holding a cup, but the lid is on that cup in the image. So when I look at that, instead of having your cup open and it's expressing your emotions and accepting emotions from other people, maybe this divine masculine and divine feminine energies have had their cup closed, symbolizing that they were not freely giving their emotions. They were maybe emotionally unavailable. So what is ending past influence is maybe this pattern, this self-defense mechanism that comes from trauma of no longer opening yourself up, closing your heart off to love and not expressing yourself. And I think all of us go through that. If you've given of yourself and you've opened yourself up to love and you've experienced it, part of that is that it can have painful endings, and sometimes that makes us, go within and close up our hearts and say, I'm not going to open myself up to that again. It's too painful. It was too traumatic. I went through too much. And everybody has that right. But if we are meant to resemble love and be love as the creator, that source, that connection between all of us is love, having an energetic blockage towards having love in your life in any form, platonic, romantic, that will be an energetic blockage for us. It will prevent us from being able to manifest in our lives. It will keep us in that same repeated cycle of having to learn the lesson. We won't move on from that until we clear out that blockage and we once again become vulnerable and surrender and open our hearts and display our emotions and give them to others. So that is what is the past influence on this twin flame connection that is now ending, which that's really good. If people have healed and gotten to that point, they are definitely going in the right direction. So I was going to get a clarifier on that real quick. Clarifying the Queen of Cups in the upright is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is twos are about choices, and it looks to me like this is a choice. This is a free will crossroads choice that after we have closed ourselves off emotionally and closed our heart to having new love, that there is a choice that we have to make to move forward out of that energy. And so this looks like the choices have been made, or at least the influences that are ending, that were stopping us from opening up our emotions, offering that cup to somebody, making the choice to do that is coming to an ending. So that looks like the choice has been made. All right, so once again we have a major arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And major arcanas upright or in the reverse are still good cards. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about divine timing. With every spin I expand. So with every cycle we learn the lessons, we expand. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is that you are breaking cycles. The future influences that which is just beginning in this twin flame connection is that they are breaking cycles, which falls just in line with the card before on which that which is ending. That cycle of, holding back your emotions and closing off your heart. So let's, all the major arcana in this reading is just blowing me away. Let's find, or pull, I should say, the clarifier for the Wheel of Fortune, and that is the Hanged Man. Kind of came out sideways. Again, another major arcana card. This is Pisces energy. This is by fully surrendering and accepting what is, the epiphany of the present brings you inner peace. So this is the Hangman sideways. So going from stagnation, stubbornness, maybe self-sabotage, and moving that out into acceptance. Getting a new perspective, surrendering to the will of the cosmos. So the energy between the twin flames is, breaking a cycle, embracing the new, being enlightened, new wisdom, maybe new spiritual teachings. So that's what's beginning, and it is major arcana all the way. All right, so in the number 7 card position, this is the attitude and approach to the situation, this situation of a new beginning or a fresh start. So the energy in this twin flame connection, the attitude and the approach is the 6 of Swords. And the swords are about communication and thought. And the 6 of Swords is I accept help as I easily move through this transition. So the 6 of Swords is all about transitioning and change, moving to calmer waters, releasing baggage, sadness and loss of moving away from something in our past. The sea ahead looks tranquil after maybe a tumultuous situation. And the 6 of Swords says the attitude and approach of this twin flame connection is to move into a more peaceful and supportive environment. This is really fantastic. This is really great energy. This is positive energy. This is transformational energy that we're picking up today. And we have just on the 5th, we have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. A full moon in Scorpio with a lunar eclipse. And those energies are coming through right now. They come through a couple days before, and they can last a while. So getting great energy here. Let's move on to card number 8. I'm sorry, I didn't do a clarifier for that card. Let me get one clarifying card for the 6 of Swords, and it popped out the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy, is a limited success or a limited reward. So this attitude or approach, this new beginning, is that we are transitioning out of feeling like we've had limited success, out of the feelings of feeling like, well, I've worked really hard for this, but where's my reward? All right, so in the number 8 position, that is the energies coming from the universe at this time. What does the universe want to tell us about this divine twin flame connection? And the card I pulled was the 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles is earth element, Capricorn energy. It is with loving determination I persevere and I become the person I long to be. So the universe is encouraging us to, develop our skills, become a master of our lives, take the time and the patience and have the determination, even if it's slow progress, to always be working on ourselves. And maybe the energies coming from the universe is that it's okay in a twin flame connection when you go through a time of separation, because you don't have the distractions of that connection, right in your face. Of course, they're in your thoughts. But then the separation allows you to dedicate yourself to the task at hand, which a lot of times with the twin flames is a time of healing, a time of self-reflection, a time of becoming more self-aware about our past and our choices and our lessons that we've learned. So let me pull a clarifying card, and that was the number 8. So in the number 8 card position was the number 8. Interesting. All right, so clarifying the Pentacles, the 2 of Swords. And, 2 are choices. We had that, a 2 of Pentacles earlier. So the 2 of Swords. So this is the energy coming from the universe, clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Swords, air element, Libra energy. We know swords are communication and thoughts, and the number 2 is about choices. So with this card upright is that, the universe is saying, you've been at an impasse, you've been weighing options, you've been trying to make difficult decisions, and that all that hard work and that 8 of Pentacles energy of healing and mastering some things about yourself, that, the energy says that it brings us crossroads choice is, a big decision in life, what way are you going to go? And so the energy, I think, the universe at this time is that they're saying, be prepared to make a decision. Maybe in the past someone was intentionally not making a decision because they didn't want to have to look at something for what it is and kind of remove the blinders. So the universe is saying, the next step, and after we master a skill, is to go out and integrate that skill, to make a decision on how are you going to use your newfound liberation. How are you going to now carry yourself that you've had a time and you've done some healing, which is exactly what the twin flames do. The universe is saying, now you're going to have to make a choice. All right, so the next position, number 9, is the energy of what are our hopes and our fears. And incredibly enough, I pulled the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is all about cooperation and communication. It's finding your soul tribe. It's your soul contracts. It's a celebration, friendship, creativity. So the hopes, it looks like, in the forefront, is that in this twin flame connection, they're looking to find abundance, looking to find cooperation. And sometimes in unions, it's nothing more than establishing a friendship and understanding that there's something very special between the two of you, and you've experienced something very special. Twin flame unions in this lifetime do not always mean union in the sense of a romantic union. There is always that possibility, but with free will coming into play and having each individual twin flame gone through certain life experiences and made them who they are, sometimes a union is not in the cards, but that's okay. So if we change our expectations that this is an energy and an experience about our spiritual growth, rather than putting it like a boyfriend or relationship titling, then we don't kind of lose sight of what it's really about. So in this 3 cups energy, it's, maybe after a time of we can see that there's been indecision, there's been healing. There may need to be apologies given on behalf of both people to have a fresh start and a new beginning. These are the things that will be processed, and slowly, it looks like, to go real slow in intermingling each other's energies. But it looks like that both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are in the energy of having hope that there could be some balancing, some moving to the calmer waters. And we're going to clarify that 3 of Cups with the Wheel, another major arcana. It's 3333 right now. I just saw that. And the Wheel sideways. So this is another major arcana. That's the number 10 card. It is the second time it came out. This time it is sideways instead of reversed. So that means we're moving from resistance to change and breaking cycles where the wheel is clicking and it's moving into a destined change of event, a turn of event, accepting what happens is meant to be. This sounds to me like, in the energy of hope, to have this communication, this collaboration, that, the universe will bring a destined turn of events, that there will be change in this connection one way or the other. And then we move on to the last card, which is number 10, and that's the result, the outcome, or the key. You guys, number 10 position, another major arcana card. Number 13, the Death card. I let go of the past and add energy to new beginnings. So this whoa, this comes full circle. This is very powerful energy with all these major arcana that are lying here. This is, again, endings, change, transformation. This is, I surrender. This is a rebirth. This is cleansing of unhealthy attachment. And this is the result, is kind of a do or die situation. I think a lot of the Twin Flame Collective is feeling the pressure of the energies as we ascend and we go higher and higher spiritually and we level up. I think that the universe is bringing in transformation in all parts of our life. And with the death card, the death card resembles, yes, some things are going away, some things are dying, some things are changing, where people are very fearful of change. But the death card also brings a rebirth, and that rebirth brings in that new energy. One of my favorite lines in the Eat, Love, Pray movie is she's sitting in a old stone ruin, and it's gone through all these transformations of what it was, and over time it's been weathered. And as she's sitting in there and she's contemplating the changes in her life that she's experienced, she is able to self-reflect and realize that when everything goes to shit and your life is blowing up and it's in ruins, that ruin is actually a gift, because ruin is the road to transformation. Not only is the Twin Flame Collective energy all about transformation, the Twin Flame journey is all about inner transformation within us. But right now our world is all about transforming. We are going into the age of Aquarius. We are ending huge cellular cycles of our galaxy, of our universe, and on an individual basis. So enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. We are here to experience the journey. And right now this journey is getting really exciting. The Twin Flame Collective energy is getting really excited. And I appreciate you so much being here today. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you do, like, share, subscribe. And I hope you have an incredibly blessed day. See you soon.